had a rental listing, and the tenant who ended up renting the unit was a member of a prominent royal family in the world. Secondly, I am licensed to sell real estate in 3 different states. Thirdly, I got stuck on the roof of a single family home in February when it was like less than 12 degrees out. Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Hold on.
Terrence.
I don't- yeah.
Okay, are
Hold
we
on.
cheersing with the egg whites? That's literally disgusting.
Nope.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, same. Do you even lift, bro?
Oh. Cheers, everybody.
That's vile. Okay.
I'm used to it at this point.
Okay, well, I'm not, and this is my first time.
First time?
For a lot of things.
First time? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very refreshing.
I just don't believe him when he says that.
That what? It's refreshing.
That egg whites are refreshing.
You know what? Next time, I'll pour you some.
Can we shake it up and put it in a cocktail?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can we like make it fizzy and foamy?
Yep. And on that note, welcome to another episode
What's going on, guys?
of Realty Chicago.
Sorry, I feel like I'm Jennifer Aniston right now.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Terrence.
And I'm Patrick.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't call me Pat or Buddy.
Ooh.
And we are here to share with you the most interesting stories we can find in Chicago real estate. And as you've heard, our guest today is Patrick Shipp.
How's it going?
Do you want to?
How are you?
How are you? Yeah.
Totally. I'm good.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Where do you work? What do you do?
For sure. First of all, Jamie, great to see you. This is coming full circle for us because Jamie and I go way back to our Berkshire Hathaway days. Probably, at least 4, probably 5 years ago now.
6 years
6
ago?
years ago now. Yeah. Terrence, good to see you as well, my friend.
You too. It's been too long.
Yes, it has. Well, I've been in real estate for a total of 11 years now.
Wow.
I know. I'm kind of old. Snaps for Patrick. And
Hashtag snap through Patrick.
I've been at a few different brokerages, most currently. And now for 4 years, I think I've been at Compass.
It's been 4 years already?
Yeah, I was with Ted and Mariah
Wow.
for like 3 before that. And then now I'm coming up on 4 for the last year with Lauren and Charlie Wood on Team Olivewell out of the Bucktown office. And I love it. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but I definitely know that I'm where I'm supposed to be now. So
Amazing.
here we are.
And our most important question for you.
Oh, yes.
Would you rather be invisible or fly?
Well, I actually fly for free on Southwest right now. So I'm going to go with invisible.
Wait.
No, don't you dare.
I'm not even lying.
I'm talking about superpower, though. Like, if you could just get up from here, surpass your car, surpass...
Don't try to steer him, Jamie.
I know what you meant, but I already fly for free in an aircraft, so
Is this
I would
a
rather
dude
just
thing?
be invisible.
Just know that you are the first to agree with me.
Yeah, you're the first.
Oh, really? I didn't
Invisible.
know-
Everyone else has been fly.
I didn't even plan that. So
But everyone else has been ladies. So now we need a poll. We got to take a poll.
wait, so you've only had ladies and a gay.
Yes.
Yes.
So ladies.
So Terrence has been the only straight man on this show.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, well that tracks.
Is that discriminatory? Do we need to?
I don't know. That was not a hate crime. God knows. It was not a hate crime.
All right. Next
Wasn't on
episode.
purpose.
Next episode, straight man.
I asked you to find me someone.
You
for a
never said
guest.
straight man. Done. Next guest. I'll find him.
I also feel like that's discriminatory.
Is that discriminatory?
I also sell real estate to straight people too. So I just to make that very clear, I've it's not like I'm a gay realtor. I'm just like a realtor who is a homosexual.
Yes.
I mean,
Patrick
that's
doesn't discriminate.
that is a fair distinction. People
Yeah.
have to know.
They should.
You can sell any house
To anyone.
to
To
anyone as long as they're qualified.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's important.
And I would love to pre-qualify them before we go out to see things. I don't know where that was going.
No, neither.
I was
That's,
trying to think of a follow-up question for that.
I feel like that's more
I
of
just
more of my
felt like
department.
it went with the flow, but then it didn't go with the flow. You
Yeah.
know?
It's okay. So can you elaborate? Why invisibility?
We
No,
can move fast.
No, I'd like to know.
I mean, think of all the times when you're like, I wish I was a fly on the windowsill for this one, whether it's, I don't know, a conversation you wish you heard, an interaction you wish you saw.
Literally to creep on people.
Literally, like, I would be like fucking Harry Potter with the invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick, I think you have 2 truths and a lie for us.
Oh, wow. I definitely have a lot of stories.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to tell? I feel like you know at least one of them.
Well, tell us your 2 truths and a lie, and then we're going to guess what we think is what.
Okay.
In
And
no
then-
particular order.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Well, for sure. I'm not going to do both truths and then the lying.
That's
Or
foolish.
maybe I will.
Maybe you will. Who
I
knows?
don't know, actually.
Okay.
I made a bunch of notes.
Perfect. I love a man who's prepared.
For sure. I guess I could have done them on my phone, but here we are. First of all, I am licensed to sell real estate in 3 different states:
Okay.
Okay.
Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, my home state.
Okay.
I only chuckle at that because Jackie Kelly also had the same
Oh,
same
she did?
one.
And it's a total coincidence.
I love it. I love it.
We love a good coincidence. It's probably because we're all compass agents. We love compass agents.
That must be it.
Secondly, I had a rental listing, a luxury rental listing in the city of Chicago. And the tenant who ended up renting the unit was a member of a prominent royal family in the world. Thirdly, I got stuck on the roof of a single family home in February when it was like less than 12 degrees out with no phone.
I've heard that story before. That's the truth.
Okay. All right. So we're down to 2 choices: the royal family
I didn't confirm that.
or three states.
I didn't confirm what Jamie just said.
I'm
I
hoping.
guess maybe he made it up a long time ago too. I don't know.
Well, okay. My guess is just because I really want the other 2 to be true, 3 states is a lie.
Do I tell you yes or no?
You can tell us yes or no, or you can just start telling us the stories.
So you're right. The reason that I chose the 3 states is because I'm in the process of getting licensed.
There we go.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm in the process of moving my business back to well, not entirely.
Really?
Yeah, but no.
Wait,
not,
can
not
we announce
entirely.
this to the world?
It's not a secret. It's not a
Okay.
secret.
Is this, by the time this episode drops, is it going to be like an official thing?
It probably not by the time the episode drops, because when is it dropping?
It'll drop in April.
Probably not. I'm lazy.
Okay.
But I've paid for the class
Nice.
with Michigan, my home state. I just need to schedule that and start it.
Where in Michigan?
So I'm from Holland, Southwest Lower Michigan.
Okay.
I've been in Chicago for 12 years, though, but my brother is a general contractor. He builds houses. He does very extensive home renovations, jack of all trades, licensed GC, out of Southwest Lower Michigan. So I think that based on my connections with my home state and that general area of Southwest Michigan, it obviously makes sense
Yeah.
for me to be licensed there.
I
We-
like Michigan.
Would you stay based in Chicago? Would you commute?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not trying to fucking live in Michigan again. Are you kidding me? That's like that's where I go to vacation. I don't think I could live there full time. Michigan's great. I have nothing. I mean, I'm from there.
I could. I've been like twice, but I could. It's nice. It's quiet.
You've been twice.
I've been twice. Maybe 3 times.
You should go again.
I'm going to go at the end of the summer. I went to, well, I've been to Detroit. That was years ago. Because I've been to Ford Field. I went to,
That tracks.
you know where Novi?
Sure do. There's a big convention center there.
I went to a gym there. There was an event there. I drove out there to go to a gym there. Nothing special.
Is it because you work out?
Yes.
Was it like some like workout convention?
It was a workout gathering.
So you guys like did push-ups and shit?
We didn't do push-ups. but we did bench press.
I was going to say, did you lift heavy
like, you did
things?
We
something,
had to lift
Terrence.
heavy
You did
things.
something.
We did. And then I've been to Grand Rapids, which is by far my favorite.
Grand Rapids is great. It's like 25 minutes from where I grew up.
Okay.
Spent
And
a lot of time there.
there was a lot of just space and outside. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I can do this.
For sure. So that was one of my, it's a lie now, but it's going to be a truth.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's the goal.
Congratulations. We'll have to have more martinis when you actually pass your test.
So are there olives in those?
Yeah.
It's gross.
You don't like olives?
I love
You
olives.
motherfucker will drink raw egg whites and not eat olives.
And olives are disgusting.
I'm a salty bitch. So
Lord have
I love
mercy. Cheers.
salud.
There's garlic in the
Although
olives.
this is the first time I drink a martini out of a clear solo cup, but I'm here for it.
Listen, I come prepared to the best of my
She
ability.
does.
Please don't eat that.
Oh, I'll eat an olive in front of him.
Are
Wait,
you fucking
No,
kidding
I
me?
am not shitting you. That's
what?
disgusting.
I literally love olives so much. Oh my gosh.
Olives.
Oh.
Jimmy, these are really good olives.
Thank you.
Were these like a Jewel special? Or
Thank you,
were-
Mariano's.
Love Mariana's. Shout out to Nina.
But let's hear.
I want to hear about you being trapped outside
Yeah.
on a roof.
Wait, oh my gosh, this is a great story. Okay, gather around. This is a very true story. As you know, I used to be Laura Tapp's executive assistant. She's wonderful. Love her. I was meeting a roofer. It was like February. We were prepping a single family home listing in Ukrainian village to be staged, getting painters. The sellers had moved out, is vacant. I went over there, I don't know, on a Tuesday. It was very cold out, sunny day, and met the roofer there. And we were obviously on the roof. And it's kind of weird because this particular single family home, it had the doghouse with the door to go out to the roof, but there wasn't it was just the roof membrane. There was no existing deck. There wasn't even stairs to get off the roof. And so you really only had the option to go through this doghouse. And I mean, that is probably when I started making sure that whenever I'm doing a showing or something, I always keep the key on me, whether it's in my hand,
your pocket.
in my pocket, whatever.
Never put the keys down.
Oh my gosh, never put the keys down. Yeah, and my phone was like at 2%. It was about to die. The roofer had left his phone for whatever reason in the house, in the kitchen, wherever he left it. And obviously we went out on the roof, door closes behind us, didn't even think anything of it until, 8 or 9 minutes later when we're ready to go back inside, and it's fucking 12 degrees out, February. So not now, because global warming has come a long way since
Yeah.
since this story.
I
Globe is
love,
very warm
hate
right
it. Love, hate it.
Can't
For
wait for
sure.
the summer.
For sure. Well, it's outside right now.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, yeah, so the roofer didn't have his phone. My phone was about to die. And it must have died. I don't really remember exactly the details, but I remember we had to scream to people on the street below to get their attention, and it took 20 minutes to get their attention because we're 3 stories about we can't get off the roof.
And it's 12 degrees in February. How many people are outside?
crazy.
What neighborhood were you in?
Ukrainian village.
Okay.
It was it was Superior and Damon. It was right across from Sprout.
Yeah.
That's Sprout, right? That big nursery there. That's
At least it was a little bit busy. I mean, it's February and 12 degrees out, but
Yeah.
at least it wasn't.
yeah. I think people maybe thought that we were crazy. Who are these? I don't know.
Right,
Don't talk
why
to
are
me.
you yelling
Why are
off
you
your
yelling
roof?
at me? Finally got someone's attention, and the only phone number that I could think of off the top of my head, because who memorizes people's phone numbers, was Laura's. So 773-419-0. Well, maybe I won't finish that for the people on the
No, but
podcast.
I know people who.
Yeah, but I say her phone number 17 times a day more than mine.
Right,
So
yep.
I think I had someone on the street call her. She wasn't in a position to come get us off the roof.
Someone on the street called.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to call my boss. I need you to get us off the roof here.
Please tell her that we're stuck on the roof.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, she's like, where the hell is Patrick Shipp?
where is Patrick? What am I paying him to do today? I don't
But she
know.
answered.
She did. She must have. Well, I mean,
You're here now. You're alive.
realtors always answer calls.
It's true,
usually.
even when we shouldn't.
Except
sure.
when the lender calls.
Oh, is that a sore subject?
It is. Because sometimes I really need stuff.
so she wasn't in a position. So I was like, okay, well, I was, and this is me like regurgitating to the dude like down the street. Please tell my boss, get someone from our office to come rescue me. But again, the front door was locked. So like even if someone came, well, I guess that's maybe after someone gets there. So actually, Laura must have called Ted Kuhlman and Narelle Patel, two of my favorite humans in this world. And shout out to them both. And they come over, they roll up. Like
Narelle can be our straight man.
Yeah, well,
He's
Narelle,
already refused to come on. But.
Oh, he has? Well, Narelle definitely has video footage of this whole event happening. He videoed the whole thing. Like, talk about a life or death situation. Narelle's just there. Got to get it for the gram. And I'm like, Ted, focus. And I think then they walked up and they realized, because I thought they were just going to walk right in the house and come upstairs and open the door. The front door was locked. Like, they couldn't get in.
So where did you leave the keys?
I totally left them on the island in the kitchen.
Okay.
Like, right in the middle of the house. But fun fact, and I'm about to blow everybody's mind. I don't know what prompted Ted to do this, but he just saw, because he owns several properties himself and has a lot of keys, for sure. Realtors keep keys in their car. He finds like some key rings and he starts going through his key rings into the front door, and like one of them works. So, but what I learned, I know this is going to blow your mind. What I learned out of this whole situation in the city of Chicago, there's like 10 different keys. Like to every lock, basically. I mean, obviously people have like graduated to Wi-Fi locks and Yale locks and whatever, but old like Chicago lock and key, there's like 10 different keys. So chances are
one of them's gonna
probably have a key that is going to get you into like anywhere you need to be.
Honestly, we say it every podcast. Change your fucking locks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time you buy a house.
Rekey your locks. Change them.
rekey
Do what
them.
you got to do.
Yep.
Get a Yale lock.
Yep.
Jeez.
So mind blown, and I don't think Ted knew that either, but he just thought, hey, I'm going to try some of my keys.
Right.
And one of them worked, and it opened the front door. And
That's crazy.
How long were you up there?
He saved my life. I think saved my life.
I mean, it was 12 degrees out. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question?
How long were you up there?
Probably in total 45 to 50 minutes.
Oh,
That's a
he
long
definitely
time.
saved your life.
I mean, thankfully I had a coat on. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was thinking you just popped out, no coat.
I'd literally be doing jumping jacks.
At least you weren't alone. You had
for sure, I'm with his crazy roofer,
buddy.
and then I kind of felt bad for the dude because we didn't end up using him for his quote. Like we went with somebody else, and no big deal. But the roofer was just
He's
stuck
like,
on the,
fuck you. I was stuck on a roof for
Fuck you.
45 minutes.
I didn't get
double.
the job.
Like he got a really good, look at the roof. He probably would have done
Totally.
the best job.
He was going to charge you double just
That's
for
true.
that.
I would have
Totally.
got me trapped up here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, I mean, it's a great story now.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We sold the house in 2 seconds, by the way.
I didn't remember the detail that he had used his own keys to open the door. I don't think I knew that.
And again, maybe we'll have to get him on here sometime. But I don't remember what prompted him to just go in his car and grab some of his own keys and try. Maybe he knew that. I don't know.
Maybe he's like, I've done it before.
Maybe, but
Hey, it
yeah,
worked.
no, for real. There's not a lot of different key variations from old traditional
Right.
Chicago locks.
Yeah. Well, Ayushi told a story where she was.
Has Ayushi been on here? How is she doing?
She's great.
Miss you, Ayushi.
But she told a story about like she was doing an open house at a new construction, or it was not new construction.
It was new
but-
construction. One was occupied.
In the suburbs?
well, it wasn't technically new anymore. It was like a resale,
yeah,
but
okay.
of a recently built building. And her key worked on a different unit. She didn't know which unit it was, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just try the key."
Totally.
Which we do all the time when doors aren't labeled. We're like, "Well, we'll just try the
Try all
key,
the
and if
keys.
it works, then that's the one." And a lot of developers use the same keys for every
Yeah.
door, or they have one
For a
master
master
key that then ends up in the hands of one of the tenants.
Oh, for sure.
And
So
she
I-
went in and cleaned somebody else's unit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love it when people break in and accidentally clean my house.
Don't you wish it happened more?
It's never happened. But
Okay, I
yes,
actually
would
do
love
have a
that.
weird story about ants and like an exterminator coming. I'll tell you after.
But I guess you guys, the moral of the story, in all seriousness, I'm just going to say it one more time. change your fucking locks.
Yep.
After you close. I mean, I'm not even joking.
And also, don't go outside without your keys.
Well, and also don't go on the roof without the keys to get back in.
Don't leave. Don't close the gate. Don't close the door.
Well, I mean, I haven't done it since, knock on wood, so.
Those are the best
Lesson
lessons.
learned,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Those are the best teachers. You mess up and then you never do it again.
But it's a great story.
Love it.
What was my last one?
I was just going to ask you, what was your
It was
other-
some British royal family. Maybe not British. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Well, yeah. So anybody who knows me knows that I am obsessed with the British royal family. I guess I'll tell you because I'll tell you that it's not a member of the British royal family. It was another country.
Damn.
But seriously, like I had to sign an NDA with the building, so I'm not going to get any further details with that. But it did happen. Yeah, I had the penthouse listing in one of our luxury high rises downtown. It's a total rental building, but
It was like 15,000 a month, or what was?
yeah, it was like 15 or 16,000 a month. 3-bedroom.
Rent.
What was that?
Rent?
Yeah, the rent was 15 or 16,000 a month. I can't remember. It was a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, stunning penthouse.
Wait. Is this?
You can't say the address.
No.
because I don't know what I'm under with it.
I wasn't going to say the address. I was going to say, is this the one where you got in the bathtub?
This is the one where I got in the bathtub.
And
yes.
poured champagne on yourself?
I did. At the time, that was my most like photo on Instagram.
Hold
I
on.
have video.
So I hosted this Brokers Open in the unit, had champagne, and I legitimately brought my swimsuit, and we like made a bubble bath, and I poured champagne on myself. I think that was like my earlier date. I mean, again, this is probably like 7
No, it was
years
when
ago?
I think it was my first year in real estate because I was there.
You were.
And we did a whole video where you were in a suit jacket and your
tracks.
swim trunks.
Yeah.
And we did a video where you opened the door, you gave us a whole tour of the apartment, and I had to not show your swim trunks in the video. And then at the end of the video, the bathtub's already filled up. You go in, you just take off your suit jacket, and you just got
I
in
think
the
I had
tub
a wife beater
with
on,
the champagne.
too.
Oh yeah,
Like, who was I?
I feel like we need to link this video in the show notes.
with Patrick's permission
I'll try
only.
I'll try to find it.
I have it.
Oh, okay.
I took it. I'm
well,
pretty sure.
Okay, well, see if you can find it.
Wait, can we like pause right here and then edit it in and then go back to the podcast?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess for the YouTube, I don't think it would work as well on like
Well, no, but
audio forms. We'll
Yeah.
post. We'll figure it out.
Well, anyway, so again, I don't remember exactly what year this was, but this has got to be like 7 years ago, right?
jeez.
6, yeah, something. Because I've been in real estate 6 years, so.
I just can't get over $15,000 a month in rent.
I know,
mean,
right?
granted, they,
and I think we
they
actually
own a
cut
country.
I think we actually cut the dude a deal. But anyway, so this person,
Right.
royal person,
Royal person.
was coming here to a university for school. And so
Coming to America.
basically, it's like, yeah, it wasn't Eddie Murphy.
Damn
Yeah, so totally wild. And I don't even think I knew at the time of the showing that he was a member of a royal family. But yeah, no, it ended up, he liked it. I guess I've established that it's a he. And
Several times.
totally. Yeah, and so like just getting proof of funds and whatever, and the bureaucracy of like a credit check, and he didn't obviously have American credit and whatever. I think they even wanted to pay like the full lease amount of rent up front. I don't remember if we did it or not. Also, I don't want to even say the specifics.
Right.
But bottom line, it wasn't the Queen of England, but it was quite literally like asking the Queen of England for proof of funds that she could afford.
Well,
to
I mean,
rent
I feel like
something.
can't you just like whoever's taking? I mean, I don't know how this works, but if whoever's taking the application, like Google him. Oh,
They did.
You own a country. Cool, we're fine.
They did. I mean, again, buildings, these big managed buildings, they have they have their process, right?
Trust me, I get it. I'm in finance.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
that was pretty wild.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't talked to the dude since. I
No,
don't even
you
know
guys
if the
didn't
dude
keep
is
in
still
touch?
in the building. No, but
Did you
yeah.
actually talk
No,
to
we
him
don't
or
keep
like
in-
through his entourage, his
no
court
but
gesture?
That's
or-
funny because he always had 2 people with him at the showing. It was quite the spectacle.
Like a bodyguard?
Yes.
Oh.
And someone who presumably represented the interests of the family and controlled the money as well. Yeah. it was
That's
always with them.
awesome.
I was talking to a guy last night that I swing dance with, and
I
he
didn't know you swing dance.
it's new. I've been swing dancing for like 3
need to
months,
catch
and
up.
it's honestly so fun. I'm obsessed with it. But he's a wealth banker, and
So don't be poor.
don't be poor. But he deals with people who are buying like $60 million companies and like stupid money.
Oh, wow.
Like he was saying he's the guy that you call when you need to get your pilot of your private jet paid by Friday, or you need to book an entire wing of a hotel in France and the money has to get there
Oh, wow.
by a certain day. I was like,
kinda want
that's
that
really
job.
fucking cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like just
And he swing dances too.
and he's
I was
swing
going to say,
dances.
he's like wealth
He's a
bakers are
great.
just like us.
He's like
So
awesome.
he's like regular people.
I really enjoy talking to him.
So this building that, of course, we're not going to say where it is, but
I should.
if one were to buy that unit, let's say they were for sale, how much would it cost?
I mean, it's in a rental building.
But what if it was a condo building?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are you warm?
I'm sweaty.
Do you need some
I'm going to
assistance?
throw out a number of like 7 or 8 million maybe. If I compare it. No, but if I compare it to what I've seen in like the St. Regis and some other things recently.
Wow.
But yeah, I totally forgot you were at that Brokers Open. Sometimes when these larger amenity buildings, rental buildings, when they have these niche units, they just want that MLS exposure. So that's why they might hire a broker just to list their larger units on the MLS.
So they can say, oh, it's this building, and we have all, and all the other units get
Yeah.
more publicity. And
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so that was kind of cool.
That is really cool. I don't think I've ever dealt with anyone famous, to my knowledge.
Well,
Actually,
depends on your level
Don't say a
of
sports person. 'cause
I'll say
Actually,
I'm
that's
like
not
that.
true.
level
No.
of fame. I mean, you know,
Unless they're Travis Kelce, I'm not going to know who they are.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't either. There was one person that bought one of our listings, and
Haley's listings, Danielle's
no,
listings.
one of Danielle and I's,
Ooh,
and
hey Danielle.
double D. It was definitely on the higher, like just under 2 million, and they paid cash. And I was like, what the heck do these people do? And they were some sort of like heiress, and the husband was some sort of rock star. Like, it was cool. I was like, wow.
Oh wow.
I haven't come across anybody with that level of fame because they don't really need financing.
Terrence, have you ever done a loan for someone that you're just like, wow, I don't even need to like look any further. This person is fucking loaded.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Patrick. Those are generally the ones that I have to look at the closest.
Oh, well, that tracks. Donald
Well,
Trump.
it's because
I just had to throw that out there.
it's. I mean, when you get to a certain amount of wealth, not that I'm there, but I've seen it. You kind of don't know what's going on half the time.
I was gonna say,
I
shit
get
gets
that, yeah.
complicated because
So-
it's coming from.
And
so many places.
It's both the sourcing of it. I mean, I've had people that are worth so much money and their credit is in the 600s because they just
Ooh.
it's not that they don't have the money to do. They just don't do it. They forget. Like, how dare you tell me I have to pay a credit card bill every month? Like, they just
What a
forget.
concept.
So it's just, I look at the credit report. There's late payments. There's a collection from cable, or it's just because they just forget. They're not the ones paying their bills anyway. So
Well, then whoever is paying their bills,
I
should be
probably got
fired.
somebody fired. But yeah, I mean, it's just situations where it's, okay, the credit's bad, or I can't source the money, or the money's not liquid, or those are the ones that I'm like, okay, I need to actually look at everything. And they do get annoyed sometimes. And I'm like, look, I'm just following guidelines. It's the same thing for everybody.
What's the highest loan you've done?
Loan amount?
Yeah. Or like purchase price that then you.
1.4, it was either 5 or 6. It was a single family home. And the purchase price was just over 2 million.
Okay.
But that's just me personally.
The guy I was talking to last night was like, with these people, credit score doesn't even matter. They don't even look at it. They're looking at their assets,
Yeah, that's not.
which is a very different.
It's a different type of financing. Yeah. That is not conventional financing where I have to follow guidelines. That's
Probably
private money.
lending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. Where, okay, you belong to X, I don't even want to call it a bank, but X institution, and you have X number of millions of dollars in there. Hey, I need to borrow some money. Cool, here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're good for it. Whatever, your money's there.
Right.
If you were a millionaire, Patrick, if you won the lottery, what would you do?
First thing.
The first thing?
First thing. How would we know that you
Oh,
won?
man.
What would the subtle signs be? Would you tell everyone, or would it just be like one day you'd show up and...
Jamie got upset with me about mine because mine apparently doesn't make sense.
It's like this Instagram meme, like, there would be signs.
Yeah,
If you won the lottery,
Yep.
there would
That's
be
exactly what
signs.
Terrence said. But do you know what his sign was?
What?
He would ride a llama.
That's stupid. See, like, like what? A llama? Like a mic drop? What
He
is
can't
happening?
even... Like, a llama could not support him.
Well, first of all, yeah, no, maybe a camel.
Okay, look.
He tried
Like
to tell me a
Lawrence
llama...
of Terrence of Arabia. Like maybe you should buy.
He tried to tell me a llama was the same size as a camel.
They're cousins.
No.
We Googled it.
Did you pass first grade, Terrence?
First of all,
Did you go to the petting? Like you could fucking go to Lincoln Park Zoo right now and see a goddamn llama. Okay.
first of all,
I don't think it would hold you.
they are huge.
I don't think they are. I think we should find a photo and insert it right here.
We already have. Like, we've
that was
settled
a baby
this.
llama.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna call bullshit.
That was a baby llama. What would you do?
Okay, but again,
This is not about me here.
See, like I'm practical.
You are our special guest. This is about you today, not me.
I don't even know what I would do.
Nice deflection.
I do what I can.
I don't know if I can say on a podcast what I would do.
Clearly, it is
Patrick would
not legal. Right, exactly. It is not legal in the greater,
What
in the lower 48, huh?
the lower 48, the upper one, however. I don't know. It would probably involve travel.
Yeah.
And I'd probably just say, fuck it. And just get somewhere, buy a bunch of shit, party on a yacht like Kris Jenner, and like caftans in like Italy. I don't know.
I mean, you already fly for free on Southwest. So.
That is true. Unfortunately, Southwest doesn't fly to Italy.
Wait. Oh my god.
Okay, so we look up, we see a post of you in Italy on a yacht.
Something like that.
Not flying for Southwest.
Not flying
Not
Southwest.
flying
Yeah.
Southwest.
That's how we know. When Patrick flies United, first class.
Patrick flies United. Patrick flew United Business to Mexico City 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Nice.
What is the most interesting thing you've ever walked in on in a listing or showing or?
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I was at a listing appointment once with a woman who it was like this house in Jefferson Park. It hadn't been touched in 30 years. And she had porcelain dolls everywhere.
Nope.
Like literally you couldn't move 2 feet without a porcelain doll. It was just like little doll eyes looking at you everywhere you went in this entire house.
Immediately walk out.
It was a little creepy. I guess, we've all walked in on tenants doing crazy things when they might not know that a showing is happening, or worse, they don't even care. They're just like, do your thing.
Open the door in their boxers.
Open the door or nothing on at all.
Has a tenant opened the door naked on you?
Maybe not open the door, but no, I've definitely I've walked in on sex happening in the moment, people self-loving them. Yeah, it's happened.
I have not walked in.
And it's funny because it's never a seller. It's
Always a tenant.
it's always a tenant.
Oh,
It's-
I'm like,
it-
who
it-
else would be there? Okay.
It's always a tenant. It's
Well, the seller cares,
Yeah.
right? They know when their showings are.
ideally
or,
the seller cares. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
But it's always a tenant. And I don't know if it's just because the tenant doesn't care or because there's miscommunication
bad
between
communication.
their agent and the owner, and yeah.
It's probably both sometimes. Sometimes it's A, sometimes it's B.
Or one doesn't tell the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe I don't know. I had a listing in Roscoe Village as a 2-bed, 1-bathroom, probably 4 years ago now. Sold it, multiple offers. It was great, but my sellers had this crazy cat they're like, I'm not even scared of cats. Like, I grew up with a cat. I'm not really scared of dogs. I love animals. But this cat, like, it looked at you like death. It would hiss at you. It would like jump at you if you provoked it, and it was just very scary.
I've been attacked by a cat before.
I hate cats.
They're just so sneaky. I don't
I
know.
love cats. I have cats. I've been attacked by a cat.
I mean, I don't hate them, but I just feel like they're sneaky, and I don't know. That's not a very good story.
Sit at the right hand of the devil.
Yeah.
Evil critters. So,
But I want to know, I was looking through your prompts as I prepared for this today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is there something I guess either of you can think of that, I guess from a lending perspective or obviously a real estate perspective, something you did that you're so proud of that you saved a deal? I was trying to rack my brain.
I know there has been things, but my brain does not work in that way. I actually just took the like Clifton strength test, and my number one quality is futuristic.
Futuristic? Is that a quality?
Apparently. I haven't read into it, but it's like
what does that mean exactly?
It means I focus more on the future than I do on the past.
Well, that's
So,
actually
like,
a quality I wish I had.
Yeah. You don't
everything-
dwell on things that have already happened?
Not at all. And like
That's great.
So like there are certainly things like that where I'm like, I've learned from it, but can I like pull it out of a hat and be like, oh, this thing I'm super proud of, or this one thing happened to me? I'm like, no. But can I tell you like where I want to be, what I want to be doing, and how much money
Absolutely.
I want to be making in 5 to 10 years?
For
like,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What about you, Terrence? What have you done to like save a deal?
Well, gotten multiple people close that I don't want to say shouldn't have, but they've done things that
Whoa.
they've messed up things that I've told them not
Sorry,
to
that
do.
was me eating an apple. I mean,
An apple?
An olive.
an
Really?
olive for
You
anyone
psycho.
who was wondering what Terrence sound just made.
Not egg whites, though.
Yeah, well, no, those are refreshing. People that have done things to their credit, to their income, to their assets before closing that I told them not
Should you be
to.
divulging this on like
Yes.
video?
Yes, because it'll teach people to not do it. If your lender says, don't lose your job, don't quit your job,
Okay, sometimes you can't help but losing your job. That's not your fault.
Do we have to call Harvey Specter now?
don't quit your job, don't. Okay, now that I can think of one specifically, thinking of the job thing. I had a guy, this is a couple Januaries ago. He bought a house. We're going to skip to the end. He closed on his house. But we were doing our final verification of employment, right? Because during the process, we make sure you work there, make sure you qualify, check out your
And
pay.
this was like COVID too, right? If this was like 2 years ago.
This was, yeah, actually it was during.
So I feel like we were like extra concerned. Are
It
you
was
still employed?
Yeah, it was January of 21 or 22. But again, he closed on the house. So first couple weeks in January, we do the final verification of employment. We call the employer, hey, is so-and-so still here? Is their employment going to continue? No. Like, when you say no, you mean they're just not here for the day? They're off? What's going on? No, they don't work here anymore. I said, thank you for your time. Goodbye. Immediately call him. And I say, sir.
But he closed.
Not yet at this point. I said, sir, what the shit? Oh, I didn't tell you? No, no, you didn't. What's going on? I retired at the end of the year.
Not even I
my
got a new
God.
job.
No,
I
no,
retired.
he retired. So I had a little mini panic attack, right? Little mini one. And I said, okay.
Fixed income.
Yes, exactly. I said, get me everything now. And he said, don't worry, my income's going to go up.
How does that work?
It didn't. So he said his income was going to go up. So basically what he thought or he meant was that his gross income from retirement is going to be higher than what his net pay was from his job.
But you don't care about gross and
Right. It's
So-
take home.
So I get the Social Security award letter. I get the retirement. his income's lower, and his ratios were a little bit too high, and we had to just pay off something to make it work, but it still worked. But I was pissed.
So you need to do any shady shit to get this done.
There was nothing shady that happened. But numbers weren't going to
What's your
work.
tone, Patrick?
We
Shipp?
don't do shady shit.
We don't do shady shit. Realty Chicago podcast.
For sure.
So yeah, that one, I mean, again, I don't necessarily take credit for it because he still had the money, but the point is, we were very close to closing. And we almost didn't close because he quit.
That's actually
He
wild.
quit permanently.
Yeah, retiring and quitting are
Like, bro.
very different.
Like, oh yeah, I retired at the end of the year. I'm like, congratulations. Do you want this house?
Wow.
Yeah. Need to call him, actually.
You should probably get in
Listener
touch with them.
takeaway.
Don't retire.
Listen to your realtor. Listen to your
Close
lender.
before you retire.
Yeah. Like, dude,
Wow.
give me a little bit of heads up. And we're going to find out because we do ask if employment's going to continue.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just,
I did something kind of wild to get a listing once.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, it's really not that wild.
Does it involve champagne in a bathtub?
It does not. My friend Carly, I put her and her brother buddy into a rental. It was actually my first sale ever. I want to say this is like 9 years ago. Anyway, it was up on Montrose in Lincoln, and the sellers lived out of town in Peoria, and they weren't going to come up here to obviously prep the house to sell it because Carly and Buddy had moved out. Carly got me the listing with the sellers, and I offered to paint the primary bedroom. Like
Yourself?
Myself. Like the ceiling needed painting, the walls needed painting. I bought the paint, I painted it all. I was like, it's going to be 5%. You're going to pay me. And they did.
Wow.
I mean, I guess
Wow.
that's not the best story, but I was so desperate for a listing, and I was like,
I mean,
I want
honestly,
this.
You gotta do what
here's
you
the
gotta do.
thing.
Totally. I was hopeful.
Like, hunger and motivation go side by side by people who kick ass.
Yeah.
Like, if you are the one willing to get in there, paint the room, and sell that house, like, you deserve that listing.
For sure.
Because that is one sign of how well you're going to treat your clients.
For sure. And to be honest, I actually find painting kind of therapeutic.
I'm right there with
I
you.
love projects.
Yeah. So
I'm a project girly.
Jokes on them. I actually enjoy doing it. I don't know. Kirsten, Peter. I think it was Kristen. I don't remember if it was Kristen or
We'll cut that out. Just kidding.
Love you, meaning.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Realty Chicago. If you have a story you would like to share as either coming on as a guest or an anonymous write-in, please find us on social media. There's a link to a Google form that you can fill out. And we would love to have tenants, landlords,
Or both at the same time.
or both at the same time.
Ooh, they can battle it out.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, what if this is like Jerry Springer, but like tenant landlord situation?
I'll be Steve.
honestly, that's probably the most controversial
Probably.
fight in real estate.
Yeah.
But you can find us on all social at Realty Chicago, spelled REALTEA Chicago. And that's it.
I got nothing.
Oh my gosh, this was so much fun.
This is great. Thanks, Patrick.
Patrick, thank you for coming.
Oh, wait.
Wait,
Tell the
what?
people where they can find you.
Yes, at where?
My Instagram handle is Shy Realtor Pat. CHIREALTORPAT. That's my Instagram name, but don't call me Pat in real life.
It's okay. We can't call
That's also my
Terrence Terry.
Venmo.
Yeah, don't call you Pat. Don't call me Terry. Those are punchable
Or
offenses.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
what I
what
heard.
this is right now? This is the Midwest goodbye.
We said goodbye.
We're
and
like
then,
saying bye, and then like 5 minutes later, we're still chatting.
I saw a reel about that the other day. It's like we said goodbye at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We're still saying goodbye. 9 o'clock. We're still saying goodbye.
Yeah.
10
Okay.
o'clock for real though.
On that note, goodbye. Thank you.